Okay, we are back for round two with Scott Howard. The questions for him, and it's a very different perspective this time because Scotty is in the driver's seat at this point. We are headed home, and so we're going to start getting some of the questions. And Howie, I can guarantee you are going to recognize this name right off the bat here.
Okay, good.
If I can read it. Let's see here. It is Naomi in Jasper, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
That is, okay, Howie, I always love hearing your jokes on stage and off, and you never fail to crack me up. Have you ever told a joke on stage that backfired? That might be better if the rest of the group answered that.
Absolutely, I have. And I can't remember specifically what it was, but what I do remember about it was at the end of the joke, as the punchline was told, and as the crickets were chirping in the audience, I do remember telling the folks, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was a joke right there. What that was. Oh yeah, there's been several occasions when they fell pretty flat, but I specifically remember the one night where I actually told the people, yeah, that was a joke right there, and I can't remember. I guess I've stricken that from my memory bank, because I don't remember specifically what the story of the joke was, but it was.
So the counseling has paid off.
Yes, they've managed to wipe that from my memory bank.
All right, Linda asks. Oh no, wait, I skipped one. Nate says, "What was your most awkward moment on stage?"
Oh, well, there again, that's one of those things where I'd have to fumble through several. That the joke falling flat obviously would be one of the awkward moments that I can remember.
What about when you did your songwriting?
Yeah, now that's another one I've almost forgotten about. Yeah, we sang a song one night that we do every night, and for whatever reason, it starts out with a chorus and then goes, no. I got to the first chorus, singing through the chorus and getting ready to sing the second verse, and I realized I have not a clue as to what the second verse is going to be, and there was no time between chorus and verse for anybody to feed me words, so it was I just had to go into it not knowing what I was going to say and write lyric as I went. And I don't remember specifically what the lyric was. I did come up with something just to fumble my way through the second verse, and I think it did rhyme, as I can remember. But
it did.
But it had no meaning and certainly no theological base to it. But I do remember one specific part of the verse where I sang, when you're so far gone that you can't even pray.
Yeah, that might be a theological problem.
Yeah, I think that would be some problems. I'd get some argument from some theologians out there.
Just another good song of encouragement.
Yeah, it's just so rhymes.
All right. So now Linda asks, Scott, tell us how you and Roger Bennett became such good friends. How did you meet? When? Where? And did you vacation together, etc.?
Well, Roger and I met. He was with Cathedrals probably it was in the early 80s, I'd say 81 or 82. Of course, Cathedrals used to come to my hometown every year and sing, and my parents were big Cathedral fans. I didn't really know a lot about them at the time. So anyway, when I went to a concert one night, my mom wanted me to go to this concert and meet the guys, because that's at the time Roger was there, Kirk Talley was there, Mark Trammell were there, and we were all basically the same age, so she wanted me to come meet the young guys. So I went and met all the guys, and we kind of got to be buddies, so that when they would come to town, we'd always try to get together and go do something, go fishing or skiing or playing, whatever. And just Roger and I just kind of got close over the next few years. Our wives became close friends. We we actually went up to, Roger and Debbie were living in Ohio at the time. That's, of course, that's where Cathedrals were based out of. And so we actually went up and spent some time up there with Roger a couple of different times. Yeah, we'd go on vacation together. He and Debbie and the kids came down to Louisiana one time, and we did a South Louisiana vacation. Went down and toured the Tabasco plant and all the Cajun culture and all down there. So yeah, we did some vacation stuff together. And then as years went by, I actually moved to Tennessee with a tire company. I was in a retail tire business with Firestone for years. I moved up to Tennessee and took a job with a tire company there in Franklin, Tennessee, and was there about a year when Roger actually hired me to come to work for him. He was still with Cathedrals, but doing a lot of solo dates, and he just had just really too much for him to handle. He was trying to do all the mail order stuff for Cathedrals, plus play for Cathedrals, plus do solo dates. So I actually moved up there and started doing all the mail order stuff for Cathedrals, and then I would go out with Roger on weekends doing solo dates to run sound a little bit, sing a little bit, and just kind of help him on the road. So that was about a 2-year thing before Legacy 5 started. So
yeah, as a matter of fact, last night I remember them mentioning that you and Roger had actually been to Schroon Lake before Legacy 5.
Yeah,
so
live. Yeah, he did a solo date there that I'd gone with him. So yeah, we were friends for a lot of years before we got to sing together, and that was something that we had always talked about, that it'd be cool to be able to do something together, but really never had any idea that it would come to fruition, because he was with Cathedrals and obviously had no intentions of leaving there. So it's kind of neat now looking back how God kind of worked it all together.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I got to had 7 years traveling with Roger and doing what we had always talked about doing. So yeah,
that's great.
It was good.
Now, Donna from Michigan asks, what is your favorite song that you've recorded with Legacy 5? And secondly, what is the funniest joke somebody pulled on you?
Oh, wow. I guess my favorite song, as far as if it's a song that I was featured on, if that's what you're asking, it would have to be That's What Grace Is For.
Yeah, great song.
It is just a really, really good song, and I've had through the years. Of course, we sang it every night for a lot of years, and I just had a lot of people come to me and tell me how much that song meant to them.
Yeah.
The lyric of that song, it's helped them through hard times, and of course that's what it's all about. What we're doing is trying to be an encouragement for folks, and so when we get people that come and tell us specifics where this actually helped me through a hard time when I was going through a death in a family or a sickness or whatever, that's a home run in our world as far as I'm concerned. So I'd have to say that was my favorite song. I guess I'm so involved in being the joke puller. I don't get a lot of jokes pulled on me. I can't think of one, specifically that got pulled on me. I've had some funny things that have happened to me. One of the things that I remember specifically is we stopped one day at a hotel to clean up. I got up and got ready to go in. Didn't see anybody on the bus, so we've got there's a little dry erase board that we keep up here on the bus where we keep the room number, so everybody will know when they get up what room we're in. So I looked at the room number, got my stuff, went out, went into the room, got there, the door was propped open, so I went in the room, nobody was in there. Got in, took my shower, got out, came back to the bus, and I think Glenn or somebody was on here. I said, man, where is everybody? He said, well, they're in the hotel room. I said, well, no, I just came out of the hotel room. I said, they're not there. I said, well, yeah, I just left down there, they're there. So I walked back into the hotel to the room. nobody there, came back to the bus and realized that I was in the wrong hotel the whole time. So I had walked into a different hotel, walked into somebody's hotel room, took my shower, cranked up and everything, and left out. And so if somebody out there is watching this and is wondering why there's an extra towel laying on the floor in your hotel room, that may have been me. May have been me.